Hello everyone, I'm Michelle Smith and welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a great day today. I just wanted to get on here and touch base with everyone, kind of catch you up on things I've been doing to keep myself busy, kind of what I have planned for next week, and just kind of to open a line of communication between myself and my viewers. I wanted to let you get to know me a little bit better, and I'd really like to get to know you a little bit better. So the first thing I kind of wanted to talk about is what I have set up for next week. I've decided to add some new content to my channel because I'm unable to do my hauls as frequently as I used to. Since I only leave the house about once every 2 to 3 weeks to go out and buy groceries and other necessities that we need, that's about the only time that I do shop at the Dollar Tree and I'm able to do a haul. Other than that, I am following the rules and staying home to stay safe, healthy, and strong. So because of that, I decided to go ahead and to add some new content. And one of that is my blog posts. I'm going to be doing this once a week so I can inform you of everything that's going on, what I have planned coming for the next week, kind of a check-in to see how you're doing and how I'm doing, things that I'm doing to keep myself occupied so that I don't go stir crazy in this stay-at-home order. Some new content that I've decided to add to my channel is some of my favorite recipes. I figure since we're all staying at home more and we're all cooking a lot more, that finding new recipes and some new things to try are what most people are looking for when they're online these days. So I figured I'll help you out and share some of my favorite ones with you. On Sundays from here on out, I'm going to start doing some vlogs, kind of letting you know what I'm doing and what I have planned for the next week. So for Monday of next week, I have planned an everyday craft, which is perfect to put out in your home for spring and summer. And then on Wednesday, I have my first cooking video, which will come out. I'm going to be doing lemon blueberry muffins. This is a recipe I've made many times. It's very easy to make and it's really a great breakfast option. And then on Friday, I have my first Americana craft coming out. So I'm really excited about that. Memorial Day just kind of snuck up on me. I was looking at the calendar and I was like, oh, wow, that's really close, only a couple weeks away. I better get busy. And then again on Sunday, I'll come back with another vlog letting you know what will be coming in the following week. So what have I been doing to keep myself busy since I've been at stay at home? I have, of course, been crafting and making videos for everyone. And of course, I enjoy doing that. But this time of year is spring. My garden is coming alive. And I've been really excited about that. My roses have been absolutely gorgeous. Let me show you a few photos. So many blooms. Oh, I just love them. These flowers, I'm sorry, I don't remember what they're called, but I love them. They bloom almost all year long and they look like just a large carpet of yellow blooms. Let me show you. I've also been busy starting my vegetable garden. Now, I normally do buy seeds from the Dollar Tree, and then I usually do buy some little starter plants for certain vegetables that we like to grow. But I haven't been able to buy those. I did pick up a couple tomato plants, so I was able to plant those. But other than that, I've only been able to plant seeds. And I was really excited. Last year, I grew some of the green beans that I picked up from the Dollar Tree, and they grew very well. So I picked more of those up, and I also picked up the yellow beans. So I planted a whole half barrel with those, and they came up rather fast, and they look great. Let me show you. I've also planted some of their bell peppers and some eggplant by seed. They haven't sprouted yet, so keeping my fingers crossed that they'll grow. And then these guys are strawberries, and I actually planted these by seed from the Dollar Tree last year. It came in one of those little growing kits to start, one little pot, one little package of seeds. And I started them last year. They did start. They never produced any fruit last year. It was coming to the end of the season, so I thought, well, I'll just stick them in one of the half barrels and leave them. And I was really surprised. They made it through the winter, and now they're starting to produce fruit. So I'm really surprised. Let me take a look. Don't they look really pretty? And they are just going to town, blooming and starting to produce some fruit. I don't know if the fruit's going to be very big or how good it's going to be, but I'm really surprised that it lasted throughout the winter. Another item from the Dollar Tree that I'm really happy with is I bought 4 of their stackable planters. And I wasn't sure what I wanted to plant in them, but I went ahead and planted all of my impatiens. And I'm really happy with how it came out. I just have to make sure to remember to kind of rotate it a little bit so all of the plants get enough light. But let me show you what that looks like. Now, impatiens are one of my favorite plants. In the area that I live in, they grow from spring through summer, through fall, and into winter, and they'll even survive through winter unless we get a really hard freeze that winter. So they get absolutely gorgeous. They get very large and beautiful. So I'm really excited, and I hope they do that well in this pot. When we first moved into the house, we didn't have any backyard at all. And when we were planting the backyard, I wanted to make sure that we planted some fruit trees. In the house that I grew up in, we had lots of fruit trees in the backyard. And it was something that gave me a lot of really warm and wonderful memories of childhood, of going out and being able to pick the fruit, working with my mother to make jams and to make cobbler and things like that. Those are all really wonderful memories. And, the animals, the fruit trees would always draw lots of animals. We used to have red-tailed squirrels who lived in our yard, and it was so funny. You knew when the plums were ripe because they would run around and the whole front of their face would be covered in purple juice. So you're like, okay, the plums are ready. The squirrels have the purple face. So it has always brought back wonderful memories. So we did go ahead when we were planting the yard and planted some fruit trees. We planted an O. Henry peach tree, which has been a magnificent peach tree. We've had very little trouble with it, and it is highly produced. It's only been in the ground for about 2.5 years, so we've gone through 2 seasons. And the first season we got a ton. This is our second season, and it is laden with fruit right now as well. So it's a really good producer. The second one that we planted was a Santa Rosa plum. And we chose this one because we had one of these plum trees in our yard when I lived in Dublin, the house that I grew up in. And we loved this plum tree. Now, these types of plums you cannot buy in the store. I've never seen them in the store. They're very dark plum, and it has a really dark red center. And my mom used to take the seed out, we'd clean them, and with the skins on it and everything, we'd grind them down and make the best plum jam I've ever had. So because of that memory, I wanted to get that plum tree. So we have that planted. And then we also chose a cherry tree because my dad absolutely loves cherries. And we were kind of excited. We found a cherry tree that's been grafted, so it has 3 different kinds of cherries on it. The first year we only got about 4 or 5 cherries that grew, and unfortunately the birds got to them way before we did. This year it looks like we may have 10 to 15 cherries, so we might be able to get 1 or 2 if we can make it there before the birds. And then the last fruit tree that we planted is our apple tree. And again, we found a nice apple tree that's been grafted, so it has 3 different kinds of apples on it. Now, I've never grown any grafted trees like that before, so I'm really excited to see how well they're going to do and if we're actually going to get the full 3 different kinds of apples. The first year, our apple tree didn't do real well. It didn't grab right away, so we only had like 2 apples, and they ended up falling off. Well, this year it is loaded, so I'm really excited. I hope they fully develop, but it did get well fertilized, and it did have a heavy bloom, so I'm really excited about that as well. In addition to those trees that we have planted, we also have a lemon and a lime, and they're both in pots, and we love them. And our lemon tree is a Meyer lemon. Now, if you've never had a Meyer lemon in your life, I suggest you go out and find one because they are the best lemons ever. They're naturally sweet. They are great for cooking. They're great for making lemonade. Wonderful. So we have a Meyer lemon and I believe it's a bear lime tree. So we use a lot of that citrus in the summer and in the winter and fall. Love it. Some other things that I've been doing to help keep myself sane during this time of having to stay home is I've really tried to reach out to my friends, try to call them, text them a little bit more often than I used to, just to say, hey, how you doing? Are you still okay? Everybody happy, healthy, and strong? So that's really been a helpful. I've been able to really reconnect with some people, and that's been very nice. Okay, viewers, I wanted to ask you, where is your favorite place to shop online? Since we can't go out and do my normal shopping, I've been looking online for great places to buy craft supplies. So if you have a great online little gem, please share it with me in the comments. A couple that I have found that I like are craftoutlet.com. They carry a wide variety. Of course, their prices are not as inexpensive as the Dollar Tree, but they do give you a really wide variety of items to choose from. Another good one that I found is papermart.com. I have ordered from them in the past, and I really do like their deco mesh. It's definitely a much better quality than the one that you get at Dollar Tree, but of course it is more expensive. But it is a great alternative because sometimes it is hard to find the 6-inch deco mesh, and they do carry it. And that's papermart.com. And the last one that I found that I've just recently come across, and I haven't ordered from them yet, and I have just checked out just a few bits, is bbcrafts.com. Okay, so let me know in the comments if you have an online craft supply place that you love that has reasonable prices. I would really love to hear it, and I'm sure the other viewers would love to know too. And of course, my home to me has always been my little piece of paradise. So with this time of having extra time at home, I have been going through and kind of organizing, cleaning out, trying to do those jobs that I've been putting off, cleaning out the closets, those type of things. So it's really helped. It's kind of helped clear my space. I'm a little bit more organized. I'm usually an organized person already, but I am human. Things get set aside. Some days I'm like, I don't want to do anything today, so I'm just not going to. And then, at some point you got to get caught up. So it's been really nice that I've been able to do that. I love working in the garden, and like I said, this is my favorite time of year. I get my coffee in the morning. I'll go sit out there, watch all the birds come, eat at the feeder, take their morning bath. It's just so very enjoyable. So to me, my home is my little bit of paradise. Now, in my first blog post, when I said thank you to all my subscribers, I also talked a little bit about my pets, and I got a lot of positive reactions from my viewers about my pets. So I thought it might be interesting for you to get to know some of my pets. So with each of my blog posts, I'm going to go ahead and introduce you to one of my pets. So the first one that I want to introduce you to is Luke, and this is Luke. Now, Luke is actually my father's dog. After my mother passed away, my dad decided to go out and get a dog. And this is just before we had moved in together. So he went out and he got Luke. We got him from the pound, and he was about 6 years old. But he was a very scared little dog. But he really has turned out to be a lovely pet. He's super friendly, does not have a mean bone in his body. He's super affectionate. He's adorable. Let me show you a couple more pictures. Well, thank you so much for stopping by and having a little chat with me. I hope that you got to learn a little bit more about myself. And please tell me a little bit about yourself. I'm very interested in getting to know my subscribers a little bit better. And that's mainly why I'm doing these blog posts, is so that I can connect a little bit better with you guys. If you have any questions for me or any comments, please let me know, and I'll do my best to answer your questions. If you have any requests for any specific crafts, or if you have any video ideas that you'd like to shoot at me, please go right ahead. I'm always open for suggestions. Well, I hope everyone has a great week, and I hope to see you several times next week. Like I said, we've got some good stuff coming out, an everyday craft, an Americana craft, and a recipe on how to make lovely lemon blueberry muffins. Well, thanks again. It's always a pleasure to see you. You guys have a great day. Stay safe, healthy, and strong, and I will see you next time.